Oh hey, the Film Observer uploaded. Really hope he doesn't say anything stupid this time. Oh fuck. Guess I should start with the hate. Many people say that this movie subverted their expectations just for the sake of subverting their expectations, but honestly, I don't think the people making those claims even watched the movie, because it is pretty easy to see that that is not the reason. Snoke dying was so that Kylo Ren could go through something called character development, again something Star Wars hasn't focused on in a long time. Rey turns out to be some random person who isn't related to anyone important previously in the Star Wars saga. This makes the Force more mysterious and powerful than just relatives, which is why it's unfortunate when she turns out to be a Palpatine in the next film, but that is a discussion for another time. It seems like people were rejecting this movie just because it's different. When I ask my friends why they don't like it, they just say that this movie wants attention and it has no reason to be as weird as it is other than wanting attention. Hey, maybe being different is just so that it can move the plot forward in an interesting way. I guess I should start talking about what I loved about this movie. Most obviously, this is the best looking Star Wars film. There are consistent, bright and contrasting colors on screen, which is usually something that we don't see for Star Wars. Even for my age at the time of this movie's release, I have to admit, I was pretty skeptical of them bringing Luke back into the series. But god damn, did they do a really good job with his character in this movie. He is very snarky and stoic and doesn't make a big deal about anything, which I get. If I did the amount of shit that Luke had to do in the original trilogy, I'd be cashing in those vacation days too. His character is probably even more well-developed than any of the first three movies, and that's definitely saying something. His role as this dying mentor, sure, it's been done before by other movies, but here, with such an iconic character, it's even more interesting. The Battle of Crate, well, not as bombastic, perhaps, as some of the other Star Wars battles, it still thoroughly kept my attention and exceeded my expectations with very fun colors, interesting set design, and what do you know, it subverted my expectations. Alright, that's what I liked. Here is where shit hits the fan. Literally shit hitting me, the fan of this movie. The shit being in the form of Rose and Finn. They just screw around and don't help progress the plot forward at all. It takes like 30 minutes too. In my opinion, the romance in Star Wars series was never really the thing I was looking for, but Jesus Christ, is this romance an abomination. This film is all about being more interesting, dare I say smarter than the rest of the series, and everyone is putting their hearts into this thing. And every frame is a painting. Then what film prodigy came up with this shit-brained idea? It would be great if this were a 2-hour movie, but apparently this was very essential. There's another problem. It's 2.5 hours long. It's fine. Some of my favorite movies are close to 3 hours long. But it only works in movies like Blade Runner 2049 and Inglourious Basterds because everything, every conversation, encounter, fight scene, it helps progress the cohesive narrative along into an incredibly satisfying ending. You probably know where I'm going with this next. The ending is kinda bad. I actually thought it was cool when Luke died. It was something fresh in the Star Wars series. But that's kinda it. No important final battle? None? Nope. And that's where this pushing the limits of Star Wars movies Rian Johnson shtick gets old and tiresome. Listen, I like to believe that I have sophisticated taste, and I'm sure all of you like to think that as well. But I'm pretty sure we can all agree that we come to a Star Wars movie to see Star Wars. And there was not much of that in this movie. I'm not calling that bad. It just felt kind of lame and underwhelming. I want to see a really interesting final battle, because that's what Star Wars is all about to lots of people. It's just that if I have a certain expectation for a movie and it doesn't deliver, that can be a problem. But again, the stellar shots, vibrant colors, impressive acting, and strong depth makes this a good enough experience, and it lets me excuse out some of the flaws that weaken the experience. 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching.